Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So if you look at this price action of Bitcoin right now, you can see the price of Bitcoin came exactly at this monthly S1 line that we talked on my yesterday's emergency video, because I made it very clear when the price of Bitcoin was around this 40,500 40,600 range. If that support is going to get broken, then this monthly S1 line is where we could be getting gravitated. And exactly when the price of Bitcoin came across this monthly S1 line that was around 39,000 area, we got a support, and also now this daily candle is a green candle. So the question here is, after this bearish candle, this daily bearish candle from yesterday, is the price of Bitcoin also going to show this relief rally type of scenario here in price action of Bitcoin? Because we have seen in the past Bitcoin price action, if you only look at these CPR lines, guys, whenever we have seen this ascending CPR formation in a movement like this, even after the price was not able to hold the support line, it came at this monthly S1 line, as you can see, right? But still showed this relief rally and also was able to continue this impulsive movement. But this has happened only in an ascending CPR scenario. And right now in our case is also an ascending CPR. If you go back here again and look at this, for example, from September 2020, it saw this retracement, and this retracement found support at this monthly S1 line. And after that, you can see we still show this new impulsive movement. I am not trying to tell you that the price has to see this impulsive movement from here on, but in the past Bitcoin price action, whenever we have formed this ascending CPR, and during the ascending CPR, price has retested the monthly S1 line, it has showed some really nice movement here to the upper direction. So that's why for us right now, guys, this 39,000 is one very important line of support that we have to hold if the price of Bitcoin wants to show us any impulsive movement. And beside this, guys, beside this around this 39,000 range, we do have another strong line of support lying around from this rising trend line. Because if you look at this rising trend line, you can see exactly when the price of Bitcoin approached this rising trend line, which previously has also acted as a support, we are seeing this bounce here in price action of Bitcoin. So now let me show you why this rising trend line support actually matters a lot here in a daily time frame. So now let me add this rising trend line support line, because we saw that the price of Bitcoin in the past price action, whenever we have seen this retracement after price testing the support around this rising trend line, we have seen some really nice relief rally type of scenario playing out. So the question remains if this is also going to happen in our case, because if you don't want to simply look at this price movement using this rising trend line, no problem, guys, you can simply add this so-called ascending channel scenario, because according to this ascending channel, now you can see this lower line was a very strong line of support, and this is exactly where we are also finding support around this 39,000 range, and the upper line here was a strong line of resistance. So if the price of Bitcoin remains above this 39,000 support line, then maybe, right, maybe we could be also seeing this relief rally type of scenario playing out here in price action of Bitcoin. And beside this example, guys, why this 39,000 could be a very strong line of support. And don't worry, guys, I'm also going to show you what will happen if this 39,000 support is also going to get broken, where we might be possibly heading with an exact price target. So now, before I switch into this curve scenario, if you haven't destroyed that like button, guys, then please do it right now, because it's only going to take a second of your time. And also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So now let me show you this curve line scenario, which right now could be another strong line of support for Bitcoin. So guys, now again, let me add this curve line here, because if you look at the price movement of Bitcoin, whenever the price of Bitcoin has shown any sort of a retracement, right, after testing the support or after reaching around this curve line, we have somehow managed to see this relief rally or impulsive movement type of formation playing out. And this curve line support is also exactly where support from this rising trend line and also the support from this monthly S1 line from the CPI indicator. So if we are going to hold this ground around this 39,000, then you can see this could lead us to a really nice relief rally type of scenario where the price of Bitcoin could be again getting gravitated towards this 42,000 price area, towards this bottom CPI line one more time. So for us, that's why this 39,000 in a medium short term and also in the upcoming days is a very, very important line of support, and also one of the strongest support what we have at this current stage. And now guys, let me also show you here in a bigger time frame why, if this support around this 39,000 is going to get broken, where we could be possibly heading next. So now let's look at this price action of Bitcoin in a weekly time frame, and let me add this so-called ascending channel scenario here, because if you look at the price movement of Bitcoin, you can see this upper line was a very strong line of resistance, right? Very strong line of resistance, and lower line a very strong line of support, because each and every time the price of Bitcoin saw this retracement after reaching around this lower line area of this ascending channel, we found support. And now if you also look at this in a bit different way and also follow this formation, this price movement here, this right now guys is still an higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern. So that's why for us this here higher highs, right, and this one here is higher low formation. So right now, if we are going to see any sort of a further retracement, as you can see, the price of Bitcoin in a weekly time frame could be still looked as a higher highs, higher lows formation. So that's why for me, if the support around this 39,000 is going to get broken, then the next possible area where we could be getting gravitated is this lower line from this ascending channel in a weekly time frame. So this price line could be around 37,000 area. So that's why if this 39,000 support is going to get broken, then I am expecting the price of Bitcoin to see this retracement towards this lower line area of this ascending channel, which is around 37,000 price range. And this 37,000 actually makes sense because I showed you yesterday exactly using this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve why right now we have to remain above this yellow line, which was 14.59 Fibonacci level, and that was around 40,500, but we broke below it, and now we are somehow holding our ground around this 40,000 to 39,000 range. So according to this weekly also, you can see if the price of Bitcoin is going to close this weekly below the 14.59 Fibonacci level, which is around 40,500 range, then you can see this will also show us sign of weakness, and in that case we could be potentially getting gravitated towards this blue line, and this blue line, which is the 9.02 Fibonacci level, is around 37,000 range, this exact 37,000 range. So now you can see this blue line along with this lower line area of this ascending channel in a weekly time frame. This is where we could be getting gravitated once the price breaks the support around this 39,000 area. So these are some of the important scenario what I want you to share with you in today's quick update. If you enjoyed my video, if you like this content, then please guys do hit that like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and a bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.